Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Coffee with Creators podcast. My name is Rob Balasabas. Welcome to today's episode. Today's going to be an update on some things that has come across my desk, some creator economy news, some creator tech news, and I thought I'd share it with you guys and sort of a quick summary of some of the things that might be interesting in our world here as content creators and professionals in the creator economy industry. I have some new updates here in terms of how I'm running my podcast recording. You'll notice some background music. Let me know how you feel about the background music. All right, let me know how you feel about it. If you like it, if it's too loud, too soft. It is literally as low as I think I can make it, that you still at least hear it. All right. So let me know in the comments or send me a DM on Instagram or LinkedIn. And I'd love to hear your feedback on it. I think it just adds a little bit of a vibe to the podcast that hopefully makes it more enjoyable for you to tune into. All right. So the first thing I want to talk about here is TikTok and Apple Vision Pro. All right. So, there's some cool integrations here with tech that's making some waves as new technology pops up. The way that we consume things that we used to consume in terms of content is obviously going to change, right? This happens all the time. When, there used to be a radio and then the TV was invented and then the cell phone was invented and so on. And then the, tablets were invented. And so things are always progressing. And so the latest invention here that has hit the markets is the Apple Vision Pro. All right. And so TikTok's native app has launched on the Apple Vision Pro. And so TikTok is expanding its horizons, which is great. I think it's awesome for TikTok to do that, to kind of start and lead the charge. And I think more platforms will do that. But let's get into some of the details here. So picture this. All right. You are immersed in the breathtaking scenery of Yosemite or, the view of Paris from the top of the Eiffel Tower or, some other amazing breathtaking view. But you're not looking through your window, but instead you're looking through your Apple Vision Pro headset. All the while you're scrolling through your favorite TikTok videos. That might sound like a dream, but it is a reality. TikTok and Apple are making that a reality. The new native TikTok app on the Vision Pro is not just about watching videos. It's about experiencing them in entirely new context, right? And this innovation does not stop at virtual escapes to national parks. This new TikTok app in the Vision Pro allows users to multitask like they've never before. Imagine working, for example, on a project or browsing the web with your favorite TikTok content playing seamlessly right in your field of vision. It's a game changer for content consumption and blending entertainment with productivity. Some may argue it's a little bit distracting, but some people like to work in this fashion. And so this really brings an interesting point of comparison because YouTube, which is, as we know, and I truly believe, is such a giant in the video platform space. They don't have a native app for the Vision Pro in brackets yet, right? They don't have a Vision Pro app quite yet. Instead, users looking to dive into YouTube content will need to navigate through the Safari web browser. And so it's a contrast that highlights the different roads and paths that different platforms are taking in this new era of tech integration. So what does that mean for me and you? What does that mean for creators and viewers out there? For one, TikTok's leap into more immersive viewing experiences opens up a whole world of creative possibilities. So as a creator, it's not just about making videos. It's not going to be just like, okay, I'm going to make this video. It's really about crafting experiences. There's going to be different sort of additional dimensions and layers that you can add to your videos and the content you're creating, because it's not just about the videos anymore. Very soon, it's going to be about the experience, and the viewer is going to want this experience, not just the video, but where am I going to be, And so it's going to be really interesting. And so It raises the question about accessibility and the future landscape of content consumption. And so with that in mind, I want to ask you, the community here, listeners and folks that are tuning into the podcast, a question. How do you see the integration of social media platforms with emerging tech like the Apple Vision Pro and future tech like the Apple Vision Pro shaping the future of content creation and content consumption? Are we going to move towards a more immersive type of multitasking friendly content landscape, or is there a risk of having a tech overload here? So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's have a conversation about it. Really would love to know your thoughts on that. All right. Let's change up the music here. There's another track. Let's go here, because now we're going to talk a little bit about YouTube's latest features that are music to the creator's ears. A little bit of a play on words there, a little bit of pun there. And it's a new initiative, and they also have a new initiative that's striking a chord in the music community. And so let's dive into that. So first up, YouTube is remixing the game with a new feature for YouTube Shorts. Creators can now infuse their videos with a twist of music magic by remixing music videos directly into their shorts, right? We're going to see this in action. So imagine the creativity unleashed as your favorite tunes blend seamlessly into bite-sized content. So it's going to be a visual and auditory storytelling opportunity that's going to be just waiting to be explored by creators out there. So it doesn't stop there though. Earlier this week, actually was reading this, YouTube stepped onto the bigger stage with the launch of a new music program, and not just any program, it's dedicated to amplifying the voices of Black artists, songwriters, and producers in the hip-hop genre. So specifically hip-hop genre, which I truly love. I grew up in the 90s. I love hip-hop, and YouTube's commitment includes financial support for content creation and hands-on assistance to grow their channels. So they're not just throwing money into it. They're actually going to be helping creators, songwriters, producers, artists, and really helping them to grow their channels. So it's a move that underscores that the platform's recognition of the profound impact of Black artists on music and culture. And so this initiative, again, like I said, is not just support. It's a celebration of talent. It's a step towards greater diversity and inclusion in the music industry, which I just love to see. And by providing resources and visibility, YouTube's not only fostering a community of artists, but also ensuring that the innovation and creativity continues to just flow through the entire platform, which I just love to see. And so with these updates in mind, with YouTube and these developments, question for you. All right. How do you see initiatives like YouTube's music grant program shaping the future of music and content creation? That's my first question here. And also, what impact do features like music video remixes in shorts have on the way we engage with music and videos online? Let me know in the comments. Send me a DM, like I said, on Instagram or LinkedIn. Feel free to tag me on there, and I would love to hear your thoughts on that. All right, let's mix up the music here again. We're going to change things up in the background. Meanwhile, I want to say thank you to our sponsors of the podcast in this episode. I want to say thank you to StreamYard, which is my go-to platform for all things live streaming, recording, even podcast recording, and just amazing tool. And also Opus Clip. Opus Clip is an AI video editing platform that takes your long form videos and chops them up into short form clips. I love Opus Clip. I've been using them for a while now as well. And you can get free trials on both of those tools in the links in the show notes or the description of this video. All right. Okay. I'm going to change up the music again to the first one. All right. I need a third track. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. What's a good track as a background music? All right. All right. Today, as we kind of wrap up this podcast episode here, This was an interesting one. This is This is all about legal and YouTube and social media. And so there's a story that's stirring up quite the conversation, both in digital and actual in-person landscapes here. New York City, which is a pretty awesome city, has taken a monumental step by suing, like legally actually suing major social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And the heart of the lawsuit, this is the heart of the lawsuit. There's a story behind it. New York City alleges that these social media giants, these platforms, are exploiting users' mental health. Let me know if you agree with that. They're saying that it's leading to a significant financial strain on the city. Why? These platforms practices cost the city an astounding $100 million annually every single year in health programs and services. It's a very, very bold accusation that brings to light the ongoing debate about the responsibility of social media platforms in safeguarding their users' mental health. This lawsuit isn't just about financial reimbursement. It's a call to action and a demand for accountability. And even maybe some catalyst for some changes in how social media platforms operate. Raises the critical question about the balance between freedom and regulation on the internet. The ethical obligations of tech companies like YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. And the actual, felt impact of social media on public health. Right. And so the implications of this legal battle extends way beyond the courtroom. From what I'm reading, for creators, it's a reminder of the power and the influence of the content we produce and the platforms we use. We have, as content creators, I mean, even if you have a smaller channel, right? If you consider yourself a smaller channel, there's people listening to you're influencing people, right? And you can influence them for good or for bad. Right. And so that's a wake up call for creators, and also for users. It's a wake up call about the effects of our digital environments on our well-being. We know this, right? If you're doom scrolling, or if you're looking and you're getting imposter syndrome all the time, you're always envying other people and you're seeing what their lives are like. There's so many aspects of this to unpack. For the policymakers, though, it's a challenge to navigate the complex intersection, right? The crossroads of technology, law, and public health. And so it's a really interesting story to follow. And just, again, as a reminder. So as we reflect on this, unfolding story, I want to invite you to consider, what role should social media platforms play in protecting users' mental health, right? How involved should the platforms be? How can we, as a digital community, contribute to a healthier online ecosystem? Is there some things that we can do as creators to contribute to a better online ecosystem, right? I think we think about this for our kids a lot, right? But I wonder for the grown-ups out there, how can we do that? And so your thoughts, your experience are always very valuable to me, even if this does not get to Facebook or YouTube or those policymakers. I think for our own community here on this channel, or just in YouTube, or in our own circles and our communities, wherever this is going to be heard, I'd love to foster a dialogue around that, and just encourage you guys to kind of talk about it. I think it's really important. There is a lot going on behind the scenes when you're creating content. I think as you create content, I think it's important you understand that you do have influence, and you can use your influence for good or for bad. It's like a superpower, right? You can use your influence for good or for bad, whatever you are, you happen to, be blessed with to steward, whether it's your influence or resources, access. I think it's important we understand, what we have in our hands, and we could use those things that we are stewarding. That includes influence for good or for bad, right? And so one way or another, we got to make sure that we are doing our part there. And so wanted to share those stories with you. Those are the ones that are coming through my desk, my inbox, things I'm reading. And yeah, just overall had a really good week so far. The last time since our last episode here, I'm just looking over here. My time the date is Thursday, February 15th. Just so you all know what day it is. It's 2024, and I'm going to be off to San Diego on Sunday in a couple of days for Social Media Marketing World, and I'm going to be seeing some of our partners and our customers here from the Uscreen community, and I'm really excited for that. And then we've got some other travel, some other conferences that are in the works: South by Southwest, NAB. Man, I'm sure I'm missing some stuff. The Information Creator Summit. VidCon is definitely, it's like in June, but June is going to come so fast. So anyways, that's have had a great week so far. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm excited to just have some heads down time and work, and work on some projects, some strategy things. I hope you are all having a great week as well. Again, thank you so much to StreamYard, to Opus Clip, for supporting this podcast. Couldn't do this without those two amazing tools. And I hope, you got something, useful today that you can take with you. And until our next episode, until we connect again, have an awesome time, and keep creating, keep sharing, and stewarding, those gifts, those blessings that you have. All right. For good. All right. Until the next episode, my name is Rob Balasabas, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.